Number 9, taxi station. Edu Obrekum, Goso and Obonse. For 21st clinic, it was 0540 311 311. 21st clinic, still, one more a sciatica expert.
Oye Igbo king no.
Aye.
Also akwa land obeye Igbo.
When they see in the no.
Now how can you come from somebody and say even if you can call yourself a chief, it's accepted. Igbo king in Ghana.
Even if calling yourself a chief no, it is say yeti say na ebia mfantefo ewo ebia ha. Yesi hene o se yakobo yewura amane.
Nanka
ko se keep permission free yewura hono mo.
Na yewura preso
mfantefo obaka ya na nsem hono mo eze kwofo ewo Ashanti region. E de said yakoto yewura nim say Asante memu yewo Mfanti New Town yewo agunaga yewo but yeni Kwo Town. Nto mo say yewura say
yewura Kwo ayi no kema okwandi no mo nya no Kwo Town.
Asase yewura no
yewo anwra Mfanti New Town.
Yes.
Ba say yewo Sisala hene wa ha.
Yewo Sisala hene yewo Dagomba for
hene. Omo nyina Asante mewura transia. They all allegiance to omunyina kok
na manie se yewura ye onana no Dagomba fo ayete ha ye pese ye kabom ne yi obi da ya no se ohene ogitu nwi ansa na saade na koso na mo yi nwi amasa de na ba bechia yewura se weina ye Dagomba fo ayete ase no
enti se Dagomba ni asemptia ono na Asantema ewura beto nsafre no se e de na esi na ekoso ho
but when the boy no na kwa akosi no ho king.
What's the boy?
Nyanya boy no friend.
Hey, when your boy your papa no.
Onya papa pe you fan sem fear so go.
Me je my. So we enti Asante man.
Open in sem no. Nobody is Ghana. Omo man.
Omo nim no.
Oh my. We yen ti ha say me. Obi enti me sorry. Me wan fa no chief mpo was king. Was king.
Say no tin na was e catch and say shut up.
King no. Say bi Ghana akwa king yes e wa.
Mo.
So he should shut up. Yes. And no meet you no. The same before crown say. You see when you are doing that it sparks of xenophobia. What wa adwena okofa ba?
Baby odem ko.
What baby odem? I say it sparks of xenophobia. Na hate speech.
Yes.
Wow, the odeko. Eti okase hate speech, xenophobia. Now quite to say Ghana for tata lata for Igbo for empoma sem as ye promu kra kuomo. Eti wa nya kefra.
Do criticize
Igbo ni bi wo Igbo. Na ya ka dey say the Ghana ni bi ono so ono so go attack no.
On my media the pandemic can say.
That was very stupid a statement to come from him.
Papa.
Oh yeah, why over the time kata.
Me my ken no nsem kakra na Nigeria ho class o mo header when you obi a o Nigeria.
Me say when you only man.
Na me no
asa so you obi o.
Sa gafo no e na mo do masase o. E na mo sebe mot say no crash mako che 50 acre la mako tamana enye be ba this sky bibi o
sa brand sa papa no ana hope sa of Igbo land sa o kai say na say obono chief
Queen
hope sa do ye friend say empress adoye
gifty
o the picture bi nim so mbo hu a sa papa no so wa born ayi na wakwa say
na ese unia
yes cat smart so onye no na cat smart onye no why yes akobo onye no hine
me ti baba be di hine wo Ghana high sa so si hine wo Ghana
na I'm smart enye ono ana no ya asafo ayi akwamu ba achamfo chiame
ne so da so ya na
da bi achamfo na mu ni ona wo chiame na apede
agota se chiame dia o chiame
so on the on the born no
anti se
eno na man o say what say no na man captain smart to be frank to my eyes ayi ana man for who so and I want to be frank am to man bi
ebia na o ma ni wura ho no
no ba me tie me say
niema
kojo smart o kwa penny wo
debi o munya
Ghana akojo ti ye nyame aye we ni ti penny wo na wo akoso o ma obibi
o ma me say
akojo wo so tell ni ba wo Ghana
bia na eye sika me hu video bia me dey send you WhatsApp video bi say wo ti ma retriever me hu say dem hu na say din ketia tuo
not
papa no inauguration say whatever sa but you know what you say wa bo northern for che ni won bu tintin bi no but me say photoshop dia
chokoto bi no
say Igbo for dress
me dey send say o mo ti
me the problem say Ghana ye ji ahoho
o man ti ye ji ahoho but one ye hihye mu no ye ni say aha specific group of people nkwaa te woni there
say ya te Igbo land I'm coming to create Igbo kingdom one guy say Igbo he is coming to create Igbo kingdom
yes Igbo
ebi ni Ghana ha be bia Ghana ha say be ka fra ya anrafo ntefa ko bia
ehai yewo sisala 40 ha yewo mfante 40 ha yewo amna 40 ha yewo asante 40 ha yewo yes ultimi nkase ehwa ha yi ayetie yi eye Igbo for
baba beje asase na wate Igbo kingdom kingdom in Asante
in state
yewo Asante kingdom
yeah
Asante kingdom no crown extending from the
region.
Boundaries of the region
yes
high Asante region
yes
but Asante kingdom Tiobodom
parts of
parts of voter
yes
for region
Kenya
part of the is part of
Côte d'Ivoire
region.
There are certain people in Côte d'Ivoire.
Yes,
Côte d'Ivoire himfu be somewhere something.
Yes,
how can you come and say Oba be create kingdom?
Yeah, fufu.
Yes, so short fruit so do. Obia ba na sika kakra won ho a. Na Ghana for ya ton ye ni monya bi bia.
What is social media? The boys ni bia ha say kan say. Said the union Nigeria for. Nye boni bia na e be hye wo but nyema e cost in recent times no. They have been linking it to the occupation of this so called whatever na Igbo for no. And we don't want to go there but empanufo no ntimi ntina ho ema sabio ekugungun bi se ni saa boni saa ne ye di boni ne saa saka wane saa ne man as Ghana for that matter ye saa ne man
kanena Ghana ni ye
saa we were so alien to all those things
empanufo no but na ewura ye kuro yi
anka
njo se empanufo no sorry titiru ni ye security agencies no ene ahemfo no so mo mani da ho so
ya Saudi ya no friends QNet inye on the free buy for Ghana for be 200 dey do mu gutam me say
ye kira mazan
opportunity to meet interior minister Asat omobai ya we deport to almost about 3,900 or something Nigerians.
Wow.
Yes, interior minister.
Bad behavior.
Okay, say call. Meeting. Bad behavior, bad record. 3,900. Meanwhile, there are genuine ones. omo ye omo juma kama obi afa no
Ghana high we mo ton
ba ku bi say owo so amemezi hono
I
gentleman
enyo ba bebre ye no Nigeria for the to how
oh yes
oba oma
ye no Nigeria for the to bebre no omo naturalize it
yes
but Ghana
for
what you should understand is say when you naturalize that registration can be revoked.
Oh yes and akota
it's member so be tin say naturalize
above the laws of our country.
Yes,
you o shase
Omanhene na me hwade bi
so
one person
gig fence gig ne cover
phone accessories so na top
yeah
kuma sia de minimum ka de
phone covers ne
phone accessories Missy, me say minam community man say bia so beba baby your man for esi more than no more dey sa na man twi ka nemu nam say how say utwa ne utwi ka na nemu because the point is that on my who be community musana boni bi beti makoso a you can be like a spy by a high my etimi security ne week
as a car no mu twi
otwi o de ba oboso de man u fi anim first class residential areas in Kumasi which I think say is not the best I say oh eba say na o matimi ehu ne ma bebrebe
oga na
you see
you can say
oga now
this one better na and on no so onya gira and also onya kono na sade na 20 Ghana now oka 20 only the can be 10 o man ko obeje oh omudwe almost the tenacity with which they do business etem mo Oscar
oh yes so benyam for so one city crowd
magazine yen crofo isu nyina na ye because a lot of dwede esuma si dwede pacho we say oga this one at 200 Ghana we so oh now how much do you have oh this I will give you 150 oh 150 small make you add for 5 C's to it forget obeje Ghana ni 200 pacho to so pacho ento so why
on few kra Ghana ni don kasa ho kra bi
eti Nigeria ni no bet so about 150 atom akoma be 50 enya mfaso 20 when you multiply 20 by 50 no a onye sika and ono so loan a oje ne won kromo interest rate ni wo form
into wo kra na business
omo interest on loans omo ji wa ho no na Nigeria 8% 9% 32 to why you near masu to ono oto near man ba na oteso a enha no
wate so say ton do
go for it
yes so na anyema ba ku bia say ya felu na odwi papa bi ya friends atoisi ni bana
atoisi nya yi first
is it capital bank
asofo bi na say some of the opinions they call for say
editor so Mike no
call for say yeah we too smart for prison na nkweni make say I'm extremely angry me bu ofu pa
angry mo
chese sebi o me papa na sem na baaye no me kai girlfriend is it Alfred tuan ye boa
be ne kra tra ya ha
mo pa kasa sem we say na enye atonko na ye che no ana se di na sem there were other people that they were involved in equally the
venture
same
capital 3 people
abani mo mu akonya
they had plea bargain
very good say
e mo mu ko ti o mu sika me eja o
what do you bone abani pese what do betum sika no fa say bra what the bar e be you nipa me no se me so one for sika ma na yawe say yet Ghana harness aban betim a che 100 million 50 million say yenko prison bosumi nsia ni mfie dukra na ya ye be ko because yet Ghana hana gasa no ye bre
oh
na ye be ko bedi sika ndia enke be ko baba bedi enti ma obi anya na dwen say ye be ko lo for say ye ma ne pardon ye ma na amnesty ade obi no obi na ji sika na
ati my musa so adentina
ade
enya asofo bia say Kofi Odro enye nipa bia be to say
KSM kusinti Mr. Soma
these are people who are known to be say they affiliated themselves with NDC meba
I can't be member of
no he's a boy NDC type omo yes omo build a certain crop of young boys etubon say agambirimo bench capital no you know
Mike Nyinaku
they built them up say ba you make millionaires.
Guys,
Nigeria.
Yeah.
Obasanjo intentionally.
Yes.
Emma, eyi mu nya hoden Dangote mo, Otodelo mo, Adenuga mu nya hoden. Ene omo ene na Dangote we bie.
Yeah, the refinery
Nigeria dey no how.
Banks e wa Ghana nyina in Nigeria na Africa. Akesi Zenith.
Otodelo mo nom na eyi mu nya. Olumelu. Omo nyina ye Obasanjo said that. It was deliberate and conscious. Yes, yeah, there. Oba no pet businessman or sponsor aban no oguno. Eti atoesien aban no man 600 million yo no kwa. 600 million capital. Sika no muntimi ntia depositors no. So omufanye investment. They misuse it to kototo. Estates no ni ko bie bank ni bi kra wo other countries.
Ose bie ba kokra na sovereign bank.
It was, I think, it's one of the investment. If I say, but more affinity. It is a different nakotuma. Kofi Oduro who catch Ghana for say he's too smart. Oh, he's too smart.
Now, Agrada was smart.
Agrada was just smart. I go to this Chicago lemon confusion confusika. Agrada was smart. It's Agrada you too smart. Say, Mama, try yenko yino.
Agrada yenko go. Eba misa konta. Emma ye ase ye shebo.
They are insulting us.
Agota yese boni en
nya kono foriata we too smart ni see ade ni tum
say Ghana they say adimi for the back
kono foriata we too smart ni say Ghana ni bi age ni tum e bi ade ni tum so o see atuese ye too smart there
omo nya smart the back prison me ba
kono foriata so no so bank o ye too smart ni say Ghana ni bia
what is the qualification
and Roberts no they are too smart now and Roberts no and Roberts she kwa timbo rato to have been very well.
Take advantage of your weakness. And then
I go feel drum. Ya no mo so mo kan say na kire.
On be mama wonim na say o mo bi da da say o ko ba ntene yi a. What you for bia ntumo.
That so bi betima that.
And only Ghana for ni nyina mpie. Because from for no I want to be a mistake be the me achi no. Oh, you're too smart. Wa bokro no for 10 years. Now what you da kwa on smart. And that say mistake be the ba. My it's all the prison now they are too smart.
Na me you 10 million Ghana cedis, $10 million.
We are too smart. Who we am now we nche wa we are too smart. We nche wa so jaw. This one man bufu.
Onya smart
such a sharp brain shouldn't rot in jail.
Yes, chrono animunyam. Yes, boni animunyam. Oh, say.
I mean, come on, to man pay.
It mean enya kwan bi na se mi wi aban sika.
I mean, come on, to
man.
Na
mi nyakase na me fa koto be. I jelly me 5 years. Na me sika ma pe ba bi di atom di akosi.
Ananka na Ghana.
5 years ba. I am a rich man. Makofa sika no.
Ghana wo da prison ba.
Yes, I know.
Now ba. Can be pay ba ya na makoje private jet. Obi akran kai prison. Only be ombeka from to me ding from prison to palace.
From Agrada to grace. Agrada almost over 4 pieces akabako from prophetess to prophet. No, from priest to prophetess to prisoner. To prison now to politician aka.
It will be about the politician.
Also about the president.
Any asem cranny. So obi o ase attention. Oh, he's too smart and such a brain to be rotten in. Hey.
O man am see play bargain here Kenya.
No other person suffer. Yeah. Omunya de omoye.
Play bargain on the abaye.
Omunya de omoye.
Play bargain on the abaye. Yatiti say in this current dispensation of justice aban yi pekwe. MP before bia.
Aye boni ama.
Omo started that dispensation bia omunye.
Azante fa wada. National service scandal. About 400 and something million Ghana cedis. They are negotiating to pay. Abanu sufi say sesia
onye sika
say obiedu omuko 10 years na 440 million so obi to a faso ni so
yes
enti fasika ne bra eba sanwa your criminal records will not be eroded or cancelled say ebia uba it said ye de chachuchu ma oba your court ma ye pepa na chi no wo there you will have a criminal record say on this day next say wo ye say name aban no trust some name of that criminal record no will be with you because they say away for the same metimi abomodena aban sika $51 million e wo me chain ya chimi e jeli me be 8 years ana politicians you jeli wo me kase sa o 4 years 5 years
na okoduru ho wi a
na emfie num no so
enso ya say wo yare ene o
ya prison one na me kono me wo 51 million.
Oh yes.
Prison for ni nyina ma to wo mo. Na eno kwa ne dan am demo.
Ye do beto your friend say cell leader.
Ya so mo. We can ye team ma create with the Land Cruiser be farm anu ye koda no asaba.
Akuta dey allege.
Yaw, me say it is happening.
Akuta
ni di ha no mo na tago. We can o team be disco.
Them send you in the birthday of prison.
And then birthday prison. Tago was coming to Accra disco to come and chill and go back.
And then no correct.
Yeah, me say who was car? Who go prisoner? Yeah, I could find the buy am do am call ya. I know their wives. Weekends. Yeah,
I'm
but you can say oh my
who was car Ghana? Who na prison?
Everything is possible.
The movies are going to be prison.
Obeda. No start.
Me say I got the prison na mo kan. Me nkasa on fa no to. But sagra da be da wa. E man na ona ye treat wo mo to say mi o me sa no.
Unse etira me kasa konta ye wo obeda the cell ye be pe baby kama ye wo obeda wo obed cell
privileges sagra da be nya.
Oh yes.
Anything ya na mo be.
Ye be mo abusuafo
me say mo jabin fo ba. Why? I don't problem we am man to bombo wow.
But obende.
E tabu I bufu ya. Ti say wa hanu yi. Na LGBTQ emrada so da ho home omampedi jo mama busumi isia last week ya this week no nya na LGBTQ na mo go vote to say independent research one is independent person no who ditum say yempre so man no independent person and the union enye adwuma what it means is say Ghana obi ye bibi ne ka obede ye United Nations say ye tietia obi a efa hodie so ti Ghana betimanya sanctions ama na ha ye nyinara asante. That is what it means.
Na nye akotani pa ba ko for na akoya ma America for the sanction aba betu yesu ya isi visa yi
ogoje tokwa kuntokwa
ba ko for
oni se ne tekwa kuntokwa
Trump de ono the on pines of
America ko see World Cup one show ya Ghana qualify for America boys here dia obetimi the sanction bia be kokra say obema quota
ni no kre seze kwa de
kuje to kasasa
eno ni asem no
upe kasa to kuje to
ministers we ni bo ha ono na Sam George no
abrochire eye a ukotu mu yi utu embassy ni mu say abrante bi omama no contract say onye delivery na wadi dream abrante na ba abonten Haji Alima so ba abonten say document ye proof say omaye na US embassy Ghana embassy or US they do not devil in issues say sika ye bibia jiska eti Ghana moka
okay
say sika no se Ghana moka because ejuma omode man no akwete say contract no the contract is not for Ghana government to earn
okay
eti no se Ghana moka ma me say wa den say offer how much money a Ghana buy nyae ono no free ono every year auditors from Ghana, auditor general, mobile American, be audit. But you can't say Maboka. And on that day, the same adwuma na wo de ama company or Ghana ha or your delivery ko yen crofo so musu say omo passport 1 month 2 months ni deliver
so say for my passport my delivery
the passport to the office we go for my there was say me dey ma obi
o say go pi mu magin to the brem
the nipa o maje ne de no na wo dia mami a me ma ba office say me ba me de o say wo dia ma
Ricky me passport I ready me see me be just change obi di bebre me
say me ba beje ma
1 month ni me sanka the passport it's who so ba be fast track ni ma no it's even worse now
na I know the say minister o twen ni 10 because
Ghanaians are complaining say too much one thing company na mo dey ade ni ma no so onye no
so when you in
the capacity to do it no e form because the whole nation why don't you decentralize the say region biano yeah the ama company nobody adama nipa to say the so contract man nipa ba ko Ghana ha oya ayi go tabako anu oko Ade na Omanhene mugu yesa
akasa President John Dramani Mahama na appointees no bebre na young graduate from opposition into governance o
omontra ho
bebre na hwe na no ne na mami no say your friends on the CEO of minerals Hanabisu hwe de no nanse no yeye I am glad to say whoever our friend no atia no wa ya de pa na mami we kuta cameras as a social media asem yo mo dia adwuma na ya mo say no kuta camera dinachi say menam galamsey said meanwhile adwuma ya dia ma on say minerals hwan fund no and yes be manage my no de wunya
investment fund minerals investment fund see to say Ghana good here no ye twesika bi ato a that ye wo ho kire ye betimi de
Galamsey site no so
ela 33 year me che no ayira
ma fa social media for di machi ni ye twa na me yesey na me wan
eni so ade hu ni mutaya omampani ahye ne ma ase a ekoyi no wan hwe ya sa ayi boys ni girls ya o mbe dwiri dan na gu pa o ho sa na dan ni nyina gu ni tiri to say bru
so man graduate in time free social media no so opposition no
o ma bejo ma o de wa ye di o de wa hawo
oh yeah
e say man for go akire say listen mo de deputy ministers bi yaba
me jo mama when it comes to racial for that
unim
obe use say ya
o Ghana for bu say Zenator wonya gu akire ma ye
they say masem ne say when it comes to racial for anya kufa
position
Egufado there you can't trust him
that general secretary kra ko kaka me so onya racial flag what the krata man
is abajo program una we ya una we is abajo na you so
yo
ya Gabi rabbi for trust me sorry am o be sisi a o de me go akọ kire place force as is am only show the farmer asembeni that's how say obi nim nyansa do say ye man den fiase omom gonde omagimi ofi odo niema bi wa jaika emfataw you who free obi soso na aba opa de a mode mo wura manyo se mu se amama se a asofo no ase nipa de ayi political lens na ehwemo Ricky Bomb to say Bibi Aboko
prophet
George swear Bibi Aboko okay na me nua pani swear
ne ho ye oso chia
me gene so e wo se me nya bre pa na dako owo headquarters na ma pakika na obepeja ni na manim ni besra de dako pa adaje ne beba yes say unya adaje ha ai because in this life you don't find time, you make time.
Exactly.
Yes, 24 hours no enso ayi ti ano pay
that's Omanhene ma me find chiama your customers asante mine obi a ohwe no tie em say me tie mu nkomo ni bebre na wa wunua ye eldareda moa one ne mpanyufo omo de niema esombo eniema ebema bank no akwa anim eniema ebema customers no so omho ato unse opanyi bi a friend no Robert nidini Robert Kiyosaki a free Japan or the bibi betuja. Or say smart people use good debt to create greater income. Smart people use good debt to create greater income. Now just said the year patria and say omo nimdie nyansa a omutimi de je besia a besia papa dan the land where this besia papa it is a de dwabin real bank e de aba market sesi ya no omutimi use no na omutimi di nya omho bebre ya ba na mo kan say prison 7 ade de say ene dwabin real bank na ewo ho na Washanti region na other regions ya na ne ehun hia say you be obenya da adwin bi say me plan say e bia me di boni bi na menya sika because dwabin real bank ye beboa ama wako wanim ewo sika semu sa wo hwe yanamo ya ye 2 ye nansan efa yen asempa loan a wo hwe a say de eboa businesses and you don't need to say woni ya be ye dwuma be ye say abosumi nsia abosumi nson ene de wachire bi fansa na dwabin real bank e betimi a grant you loan there here and say what they walk to any of koho uduru a wose me asempa no ma hen dia man ye fe na e yakono because you very intentional ye mpanyifo no very intentional about this facility enti niama bebre ebe ma a eye impediment or how e wo loans nsem no mpanyifo ayiyi se niama we nyina afiri ho unso obi kura ho akoji loan a yese kofa collateral eye dan make can lease enso edaso dwabin real bank the ye pese ye boa business community ni emfa obi anko to prison na ebema mo anya financial freedom independent dia ye adwumanti no sa eniema ne ohaw na ewom e wo besia bom no omo yi ni nyina e de afiri ho sebre de ye to yensa afro obi a ye mfa ye nua Robert ninim de ya ode baaye no enipa bebre na wo haw a omo ye adwuma koma Drew KJT a enua no mo tontonton omo business bia me kan school di nkoma utimu se omo bre na ni nyina no omahe one take good decision with respect to sikasem a wo bebre ene obi okra na anya heart attack adwendwen ska odi betua wo staff and our employees ni nyina edin enu ntina dwabin real bank ya ba at this time ye di products we aba na unim de man ye fa say ye ntina senka say ye one specific loan product and ye dey ba emom ye hwe unis de hu hia na dwabin real bank ye design products no ne ye de amount enu ntina ye de asempa ba na ohwe a oba pa loan nso ye gusu a ye bo hu dawru sebre umma dwabin mu ye group association trade association at the palm for near year sebre momra hairdressers association momra mon de montum sanfreye omahen mo ba yan kasa ye be ma financial education free of charge enya de ya GBB na ya kyerɛkyerɛ mo kwan na fe nso ya ma mo sa loan ya interest ni betudwa bibi kiti bi because the botaya e was one say ye di 40th anniversary no mpanyifo de ba say omo de ba beboa say the be ya ye ma na eye nnwuma no dwabin real bank ye be ye den ye beboa obi ro ho na susu kakrakra no woto say bre wo de bra dwabin real bank ye be so wasen ama business no akwanim omahin loan je enye bibi bone eye bibi a wo je a etumi boa ama business ye den akwanim say bre ye to nsa obi a wo so hia sika pa de aye business de emfo wani nkyere bank bia because ba bi wo kra na ne ekoye nua bi ho ye hwe na ni statement no kuta 9 million and over and also here just about 150,000 Ghana cedis bank na ntimi amoa no enne ko ho no say last week enna me no ka say
no wo 9
million
e won account
which
is 90 billion or pay
150,000 Ghana our bank
na say
so muntimi amoa no a rare situation.
Oba dwabin real bank no.
Oba dwabin real bank this week, last week in be account on ma. Menene ka say, enra mpanyifo ne CEO wa wunua. Kodi komo. I say monfa sika no man.
Man 2 billion.
The o here be a yesem for man.
Ah,
but me no kakra sika so na your ho.
Maybe they send the parent come out with Tom's scanner.
Exactly.
Straight, them they have fixed deposit.
Enya dia ye be for collateral sem because we cry ka say ye collateral. Kata mempo ne be evaluation awie. Oba ya pa ne ekuku sika no. Ye dia man na da na kam.
Because they be on 9 billion or the yard dey be nti here 150 bi ni ade.
E dia support no.
Mo se mo ma no.
There be. Ti sebre de Omanhene
ka de chi ya be yim sika.
Ah obeyi na enu nti na enya nwanwa se sebre edom no ano etu ana mo badwa bi raba. Catch a drum one eba. Say the all your business. Na eba say loan kwa na we hear there. Bank asempa loan no ho. Other loans no so egusu ho a eye adwuma. Na ye nya adwuma. Ye be boa my business akọ.
All right, George, you too.
Omanhene ye bom abaso pa Sompa o adwuma kase amu ya magana ne asante manyina. Omanhene ye kase obi ye odefo a obi kase adeko ase asehwe ne sei. Omanhene obi yodofo a de ache nyina ne se obi a okreska no scan so okra na hefa kwa na odwaben ro bank. Omanhene bebre na ohono ma na on be ko mu pension mu na sebe na ayara hosem pa because that time no on manage mremo no and kreska de be e bank odwaben ro bank to be precise. Omanhene see the sika no yesusu account no ya biem ya deploy ya manchene member wa no market centers offices o de here no so say Omanhene wo be free a e ba office ana se bibia udi udwa no ni aba bi Omanhene so ya branch ya na bebe na anim se bia se bia 40 years how do be de begina be ko nanim ana se bia unfie ni bi ka ho ana se bia unfa unye savings bia ana ahomte ni samre ye tufu kakra sebe ye hwe se samre na ahode wo na no 10 cedi 20 cedis 20,000 10,000 amount bi a wo bia bra bank na fa be to wo de to so no ensi ho no so ye de be kese na e ma interest ye de be kese babi ho no Omanhene wako save na interest kwa na aye de be na edi na esa so tetew bra bank de se sika no be na e bo se de manager sika no last week na nipa board twiko e branch for de omusika ko to no Omanhene na efe na nika nti samre ye ka chi obi bia se omra dwabera bank no na me de me adwuma Omanhene dwabera bank so yasum your customers be na ho no ma ya na omo ba bank de omusika beto no ya na aye bia edin ti VIP cash collection no e se ya biem ba bia wo bia o de no an se obe de poto aye de amount na Omanhene ska na ekwaja kwato so amount no so no ya charge so holidays na Omanhene dwabera bank e ba waso ye ho ba gitsika ne kwa de ekwato amount jamani pon bebre na ebotwi ba dwabera bank Omanhene ansa na me de your branches in betudwa no meka account opening requirements said the be a bank or be account na with my aba Omanhene so be account to Dwabera bank Ghana card passport teachers me no na digital address and one here okay free be account on the amount
5 areas enough to two
Omanhene your branches no adesema yo Kijetia gate 3 Dwabin your chief palace
that's right
only your taxi rank only your Roman Catholic and you traffic light no so one your fumeswa your taxi rank Sepe your Gaku house new road is your more time abroad and so aboaso your Asante line pankrono market hoane wo Roman hair so your Atonsu station Omanhene pa bia account so dia na Ghana ha de e ba bi company e bodi e Dwabera bank but the numbers no betutu dwa na etiefo ni ahwefo nyina free na enoma din se wo so 74
744
58
56
0544
74
58
56
0243 18 20 24 0243 18 20 Omanhene ka bank dia na ye
Dwabera bank yamen kamo pa olobo sia wa hanomo or trans say anan de na send the documents no am say wa compile ni Wakuba junior hey ready well Abrusa boys ya oh le bob to say
oh nyame ti ase ano
bibi aboko
ho efe
ameda ase
am fa do kro
am so wan efe na yeah Francis so a quick one on your understanding of the Ghana government abstaining from vote a course or no Ghana for bebre any nye ho because abino enkasa yemu say in accordance with chapter 5 article 17 no it speaks against you can't say discrimination on religion, sex, gender, other school of thought say then there's no need for anti-gay bill because definitely then it will also speak against those things. Now the people were expected to say by this time it was like by this time anti-gay bill who jumano a CPM and then yenka ho asem bill mamintie wa dwenche ho na fe wi a yenhwe ablekuma and afei yes also share yes gold price boost no emema Ghana economy na gina mamintie that is gold board mamintie
Omanhene yemfa enche mu ode matie fo ne ahwefo na ye na nyame asen so se wakoye moa no obo adwuma nyame nhira
me da say
Omanhene sa LGBTIQ nsensemi ya nkofo de bai media medwene ho a menti ase yen position ye clear omampanyi John Dramani mama eni NDC aban ya kasa nyaade a ebefo a oba ni oba ebeda ni bema ni bema ebeda enyaade a ebefo aso na meyi wonsem na no afiri akiri wosi ade na sabre nke wo se bill ni kura yentu ho na mo a yenwie ye Omanhene de wom nyina ne se woni se yenu Asam George ne MPC bi ane kan ho to na mo se omo be sponsor the friend of private members bill. That's private right. Members on say largely no senior constitution no etie no mra bebre aye no aye na free executive no ho
na deba
but mra no so makwan kakra bi a ankura na say individuals bi betimi de mra bi akọ mra hye bedwa fie. That's right. Enti Sam George ni nipa dodo bi a aka no to ho ba ne ba beda ne ho keka ho ne de ensem pata no mo de mra beko oni to ya say mfie be miensa 99 omutu ho na monko animu a mra ni nyina ye ready omo sign na nka na Kufuor na nka so sign samra na Kufuor wan sign na Kufuor wan sign samra but emra no hwehwe ne de ebo ho ba ni nyina no kire se aban bi tem ho na parliament ya ho no tumra bi ho na mo na omampanyini ansan a sa parliament ni mra ni wu a sa mra no so ewu
just yes asase
yes san shase ma sa mra no say ye di bi beka ho ana ye be bi afrim ana ye be fa no sa no ya san so di akọ mra hye badwa fie na oni tu ase
for reading second reading
first reading second reading ni ehun keka ho bi okura mpa o se san kọ committee no a ehwe mra no so no nchen mi asiesie ni bibia akọ so no keka you see sa na mo no sa bill na na Kufuor do anya ntum no asan kọ parliament bi ama speaker we receive sa mra enti se obi busa se se samra na montuo bi asan akoso bio ebiew private member na montuo because Sam George ne dom na asan de mra no akowura mra hye badwa fie but ye nyina nso enim se omampanyi John Dramani mama aka se ehu behia se aban na ebetu na obeso no hama samra no asan akọ
ebi be say antics of delay
no anya antics of delay se na bibi ya antics of delay dia se ne ye san mra no nyina ho parliament wie
and because the Kufuor did antics of delay.
You got to Kufuor any man.
The Kufuor sir Richard Sky Supreme Court people saw it said can be on fast so on person besa.
What they dodges what the same ran.
The be also na say aban we so sharp.
Debbie easy sometimes on my ayana sanyo men you say to your bone ehweni.
Okay.
Aban we ba buzumi nsi
no correct.
Buzumi nsi ni say yes, as you must prepare bill no for Busumi say into me venue.
It will take like
also we only stakeholders Mushiano keka ho. Ebi kura bill no ne formal form na we say e bi ka ho e bi free no keka ho. Enti so we ka say aban itu na mo so obetwentwen na ase se ne be ya amra no ntimi enkontem a saa nsem kan ne aban eni ni ye. We may not have been fair to this government if you want to toe that line of argument. Because clearly Busumi nsi ade Busumi nsi ade sebe se banche kura na aban du aye bi afi na nka bank ye ba bidu.
Okay.
Enti ye be sere Ghana for se yenti ase se omampanyi John Dramani mama ni NDC amanyoku no. So oba ni oba da ni be ma da ni nya de aban.
You are giving that assurance.
No. Minim from where I sit.
say nya de Omanhene John Dramani mama ne aban we beje saa de na tum na emu first time yi enkwa wie no na emre aba aban ensawa aban sa hyase a ye de hwese saa de na be ye boni a ebetia
eno na Ghana for hwehwe
no it will happen
okay
memra about we so you radio bi nana senior na host bi kan no na hu se ade na drum bi amanyosem e wa akire United Nations Organization bebre na friend UN na UN no ni okeka omo substructure be a friend Human Rights Council.
That's true.
Omo ye nhihye wo wiase afa na nyina se nipa dodo fa ahodie ni omo asetena papa no sa council no be ye mra na se nhihye ya aman ahodo de be ye adwuma be bo obi a ho ban na nipa ya na opia omo dwumadie no wi chairman ni free ho a ye friend no independent expert ya council no na ya na eyi no
e ma no kwan
na ono drive council no dwumadie wo wiase afa na nyina na LGBTIQ wonu say in the western world no mo hunu say eye nipa fa hodie se ono abeyi se obeye saa de na onye enti ade ba ko council no e consider na ade ba ko council feto ja say independent expert no ne time aso say e wo say n'adwuma no ode ba wieye ba n'adwuma no ode ba wieye a esan so eye renewable yetimi esan renew n'adwuma na ede ma no enti question committee ni busa ni say papa no a woda no a wo tu anamon afa LGBTIQ ni ehon nsensem so n'adwuma na wo ye no ye ma no to aso ano ase me ma no ento aso
to aso nya n'adwuma
yes
okay
obetimi atwa n'adwuma no to na wontimi to aso ena Ghana se saaba no nyaade a ye batubi yenka se ani ana se yenka se de dabi because wo twa n'adwuma so a ena butaya e wo council no so no de ye dey ode ye adwuma Omanhene eba ni say na we kochire say aban we for LGBTIQ so mentiase
people are arguing say Togo Nigeria Kenya and others no omu nyina no emfoa course when the independent expert or yes our Human Rights Council jumana otumi kra report to countries ni be to the United Nations say one more 88 gay ni LGBTQ for no fa hodie nso he even calls for sanctions against countries say be omo no emfoa sa dem no so
good so
it omo fi say eni say ma kwan ma sa adwumade no kra to aso bio
Dabi, you see,
say nipa no to aso
you see,
fache want ase
say wo to aba no tia say ompene a na Ghana ka say ono de on to aba ni bia technically it was the same effect me church mu ade a kire the entire technically it was the same effect ni say the decisions of the Human Rights Council and yet binding on the member states of the council.
that is true
And yet binding on the omo be kan say Ghana amfa anya adwuma obi ntumi nchekere yen at worst and at most we may suffer consequences in terms of sanctions. What sanctions may come in the form of aid amongst others.
And also
but emrano enchekere yen. You see ya wa mere saa de we enka me chire ya frame be dualization of laws. Duru me bia ya ko sign treaty bi wo abrochire. Ya bagana saa treaty no ne de aba ya parliament. Ya de ba parliament ya ne ya afra ya mra. Enti treaty no eye mra on its own. Na ya so ya de fra ya parliament mra na so ya mra on its own. Ntina am say ya dualization too. So what you say? Ghana a dual country. But ya na you decide say mra we.
Ya na be fra ya mra
na fra ya mra. As it is. Yes nya dia e beji oba oni oba e da ni be ma oni be me da atum Omanhene John Dramani mama wakan pefe. Enti say ya nto aba ni bia. De ye kan say de omo kan fa sa papa no so nto anadwuma so na ma no nto aso. Emfa ye ho. We don't care emfa ye ho. Enti womo a
is that your understanding or that is how it should be?
No, that is how it is. And Mr. Atiefo may can say me not based on propaganda from what I know of the workings of the council. The American say yeah see jina say nya dia be pene. Ena emere atwa mi no Ghana ni edi anim ya mra san ke mfa mo ho ban na panyimfo ampene na akufo ado ban no ampene. this time enya dia ye betena wo say ye ma saafo na na montuo no ade akoso nti ye mesa me kan say buru haha no ene dede no a ekoso no
ntontwa
ye mischief ye kan de egu aban ni mu because you see me who say dey we social media no me ka kire obi say me be say me who question kura because you see say wo ko saafo rom no a the question is put question no a ede answer
ni say obi
enti na me be say me who question kura enu nti ejina so e man nkofo ka say Ghana fo efo asa de no but me who yan nkofo ka say na am say no question bi antimi ma say question bi antimi ma say o man ben na be pini LGBTIQ so ana say o man ben na pini so that question there is no way the Human Rights Council will ever ask
because only say to me
no
yeah
there is no way related questions committee we o madwuma eso ani ana enso ani eyemo o monto o madwuma sa anya ni o monto aso na we ya no se nyaade a obetu hu anamo mama ma want to pick example nansan vote bi ko pie mu o UN ana Israel for pre sanctions against Palestine and Ghana for abstaining okay I say nansan na Israeli ambassador to Ghana no o kasa bebre so on tia se Ghana for anto sa aba ni and I catch them say, yeah, a foreign policy of non-alignment.
That's right.
Me can non-alignment.
And we uphold that non-alignment.
Yes, a foreign policy if you come in Kroma Abreso.
AKA do fiasem.
Yes, yeah, non-aligned. Sometimes it happens to most of the questions are you put to our UN. Yet to me the question me to say, especially at the General Assembly. Members in Anto Swaba, Ghana for and this is one of those issues.
Okay.
And this way non-aligned and just all support to be and I say Utia Bibi. But the all can say as soon as one and found and count. And the other Sebe. Once a Minister of Foreign Affairs issue statement in respect of this matter.
I've just read it.
Yes, and it lends some clarity to the matter because a stated the type of question that was asked. I have a feeling that we don't have to belabor this issue. It's very enough for everybody to understand.
Ablekuma, court rules.
Ablekuma
and quashes MPP's injunction. Almost your uncle.
You see, Emira do say you know be sober na yahwe anyway bi o man mu. Na me electoral commission ni MPP for asem me de because o man the opportunity to reflect in respect of how far this electoral commission has come and what it is that
honorable on this video akon egusu ehwe nanim ba me
me madam for obe me sure say yankopon ade nbeba enti the here can say you see Omanhene the court no aka no sa situ me and the here
here for the mu here
oh here situ Ablekuma North sisi e ka say NDC for here o hwe NDC mrashibedwo for wo mrashibedwo fie sisi ai any independent for our beka ho a here
188
but just what they say there meka kire million men people for ni say wo mu nyina mo me hwe de betumi ayafa electoral commission we Omanhene electoral commission we na 2020 elections say hwe also constituency yeto abani kanya na NDC awini me can parliamentary elections no e ka one polling stations ena nipa bonifo bi koye kana na bi kohwim ballot paper
atete no to go
yeah no basa asem no koekora na le kora kote wi asena kote bu asem na ma MPP ena enya abotra na ebe
wi
Dr. Free Dr. Kwaku Free na ebe wi ni 2024 mi ami constituency Apadencha West 2020 say ya ma yeni anye dinia electoral commission boama MPP for GC too and only first time I win is it in 2020 unfortunately we lost it in 2024 ensem bebre hwe ayawa so west wogun na yes electoral commission we yana na preside over election security electoral commission no any security agencies no omonsem kikiri na ekwaye emoja asem no nkeka ho yes ati committee ni ka se nipa bi yantwe o maso ye hu obi aso twen ebi haban we ne betwe sankofo na so but so on the American for 2020 elections nipa nwotwe na hwere o monka enam nhyehyɛ electoral commission anye efa abato kan en ho keka ho ebokɔ e kind more than 4-5 times ni adani aba ena NDC for ya ka sa electoral commission we enya fit for purpose ya kan hwan me na defend MPP for enti se ne o mahu se Jimensa Bosman Asare ne omo aka no ntimi nya adwuma we ya praise the Lord yen kan yeti nwa ho na yen hwɛ anamontu a yebetumi etu ama electoral commission na papa hwɛ Omanhene electoral commission our history first local government election in 1988 ema yen current local government system even before yedi ko chapter 20 of the 1992 constitution na test yen participatory democracy.
That's right.
And now every baby independent national electoral commission INEC mo DFA 9 na edano ye ba democracy ye be fa democracy no papa be ni afra no Justice Boakye ono di kan ye interim electoral commissioner ansa na Kojo Afarijan na oba be take over
Ohini
Nana Dr. SKB Asante
Debi electoral commission na Kokofu area ho Ohini Krefen say Debi economy refi na oyo Ohini na o kan interim electoral commission ho
enti the American
say the yes ba
the proper electoral commission na efiri ho Safo iko ye na Afarijan that no election university of Ghana political science department obey take over
yeah
and Dr. Kojo Afarijan o qualify say Becca so a legend when it comes to electoral reforms and issues of elections in Ghana and even in Africa. Even Charlotte say may have done better in respect of her short time or tenancy. My name is Mrs. Mensa, current electoral commissioner. I hear you me we school first, baby I'm the can hear first here. I
Odro ni mapel.
Yes, or then who Odro ni mapel.
That's right.
Or then who Odro ni mapel. O me nyina di akotini wo independent
very
electoral.
good.
Do you ever say me I kra electoral commission na be seen there. The MPP for asem o money is enya wa Blekumanov. Me muya for na me muya bem. Me NDC ni. But the American say emera so say electoral commission e wo ho sisi ma me ne dom no e bitu ho anam mistakes no e too much and my tension a bus system no too much and once say just go to MPP general secretary or say electoral commission enye fit for purpose ana me boa ada me hu say o communicate awa Mohammed o say electoral commission o mbe boa NDC fo ama ya yensa chaye wo electoral commission enye say bia yes say electoral commission say bra be ye de performa yen Nemo so you adwuma ye no obi me did this electoral commission. So we are when now the nisi wana Ghana for to abeti awa oye ho hwe enye.
Ya be dey want me sisa no.
Ana. So ye the nesi ho. Wa anya na adwuma ye. Ghana for to aba boom to say do to man this 2024. We electoral commission sisan hwe ya enye. But edru mi bi na adwuma no echiachi na ye kwani a edo ha ba. In 2020 Mrs. Mensa o declare presidential elections more than 5 times. Oye no asesa oye no asesa the ohauba endi yan hwe electoral commission ni bio but I wish you send Ghana people for akwakoto saba we bi because me feel say so man kwa e seat ya NDC winning da e ho ye omo dia but it appears say abufuo nti omo the seat no che ma me so me feel say we nye seat anke ye hia say ye de be bibia as it is we don't need say part be hia say seat we anke MPP for endi nipa o take it decision say mo nko no man ni kire me say wa mo
ha party
yeah wa ha party no wa mo regardless of what it is wa mo
all about this video akwaba now bomb to say abusian former MC German South and former MC Upper Nature West and I'm no more honorable mami che komodie no kwagina Ghana says exempting itself from Human Rights Council vote no and ablekuma and the first one no hey me am tia kwa say so the initial comment meje ashia initial comment on the LGBTQ eno
menu ya o mechi ona machia ye na ehwe nyina nkanka German South for
na machia menu ya pani so say onu di DC na ansa na me
asa na oba to a senior
onu bra wo nyamfia na mi nyamfia mi ensa
onye scam o
asebedi
onu ka say dim say mischief no wo ba bi a wo free no me ba after 8 years no what dey me ko start here dey na manya scam o yo menu ya dey tie say me bana metie menu pani the whole thing is me nya sure say Ghana ni bia na say especially New Patriotic Party MPP amanyuku say ya President Akufo-Addo and say even Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na oye candidate no and ye na di achi no ubia wo man mu a oje LGBTQ2 nobody me mete me mfo so o man na be yenu amai mu ne ye yire mu se de o hu si afi na o kwatena se na o de o say bone to bone no
lie
me who say ya adwin problem enti ye mu bie ni ho a party agitum but me da bia me ka say me nua no man DC for ho me expect anything big from them governance o fa baako o be ko wanim obi ba na wato so me expect anything big for them. I always judge them based on what they said in opposition.
Okay,
that's my stance with them. Enti ya na ma hwe say wo opposition dey na wo kan e na na ban sisan ya wo ba ba mu dey na wo kan sa na me ye analysis, but they painted picture in opposition as if say party B and na ban B and there was na onu promote gayism. That's the picture they painted. Enti e ma say yekoto abai ye ni wonim de ma sisi o man mu. Some even information and warning audios ni videos were asofo be ganking up against our candidate because obufi say your party no promote gayism because of the picture from the then opposition. We told them say Akufo-Addo make a lot of statements say I don't support it, but a human right. Until who ya there you should be very careful. Ni parents or more right. Until enka de ye hwehwe ne say me nue no kasa meeting no say you go explain tire. Oba chechi ma nyen na Ghana for party sisi ya. The party ni say said na even sa bill na almost sponsor the call parliament no. Ye MPs na bi ka ho. Reverend Tim Fordjo was part of it. That clearly tells you say we were not in favor of it. Yes, and can separate no ye na don call parliament kai call no to master the way ni jai. Enti o nipa no mu di mu akoten Sam George mu and a bill no private members bill and no they call parliament and a parliament yen come by oh is a mean the last parliament na the 8th parliament no you know any dynamics ane o speaker of parliament being a member of the opposition NDC. And some of the issues were who feel say bia SNK mu gira neutral grounds na Ghana for you they were politicizing it. And omunya leader no yes and omo gym right too. Ya the two mu no nya say omampani no wo no ka say wunsan. Ye yina nim say dem na ye adwuma. E na e call court. Obi tamade no the call court. Or the call court no back and forth back and nya president na determine time and court ma judgment. Because the judiciary is an independent body. And omo ko ye no omo buy na chiri e be ye say ya gi atum say sa amra na omo ye no parliament ye no omampani so otumi ho adwuma. Fofi anto atane ya to abawie. Judgment no buy and omampani no when sign. What they assuming with that admitting say my president no ensign. That's why Ghanaians voted against him. And they voted against our government. Because my lose you nya ade ba ko na be tena be ka say we na my lose ye wo a lot of issues where you so can afford to abatia. And minim say sa LGBTQ we na ka ho bi. Ya amam for the year propaganda. Yen komba ya to aba sisa sa aban no. Ebra na omu opposition na omu kan ye the president see so any 1 week 2 weeks and na so for ko na ho. Statement will make you say na adwinum kura no sa ade do kura nti say nka ye ne mra ye mfa nko hye curriculum e school na school fu nsua. That is statement from the president. Enti tama na o opposition na o pushing in crowd for say okogina sorry dem mu a me ye Assemblies of God ni menye oba ne be ma dantum menye ma ne madam opie no na ogitu. But they wanted to play on the emotions of the people to win votes. That's what they did. And I'm yes, I don't know. The narrative has changed. And the party, even Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia no a candidate. No, he said it publicly. Sadness suma or some cremo, some crano, and yes, I don't know.
but you know said that Sam George in Semben or can or my or catching say so Mampani Mahama be president na sabe no when say he will never know peace and your money minister for communication LGBTQ you mean say oba pa we waka ho asem kora bi o Mampani na when say e na oba he mo say emra no another emphasis Ghana mrasi o say ko ba say parliament na e wo ho no e pass emra na say the in tenure of office na ko wie wa oba no en say o say otumi je koya adwene na from menua ye ti o ma we mo de boss ahoro akọ parliament ya o mo pass under state of urgency ana menua meboa.
That's true.
So what prevent them from doing the same thing to LGBTQ law? Said they na mo catch your opposition at Ghana for LG2 ma to abama mo say sa na mo conviction tie na that so wo sa dia e se senka mo yes amra we under the state of urgency said my ye bi mo a sami jamfi gold board menua o mo pass mra no kra wote we journalist there. Look at the speed at which you are Samran or parliament. Near the same parliament than they pass here. And if you have the boss, now open second for you to pass the same Ranubi under state of urgency. Near which we are serious about it. These people have scammed Ghanaians to power.
How?
Oh, I'm telling you. And never more by your United say they are no more to opposition and no more meaning. But they wanted power.
Honorable. You made a statement. You made a statement with the fact that the bill that was passed by the previous government, expires with Parliament. But member of Parliament for Wejagbawe says that Article 107, 106. Say governance is continue. So when a bill is passed, even though it does not refuse assent, unless the bill is not passed, but the bill is with Parliament, and I say omunye and say bill no as it stands now, Parliament has finished its work. So abaino President inside the bill will not go through a new session again. That is his argument. Now, explain to that effect. Patch out to us.
Enti, menua, the tiare say, omo eye adia, omo pese Ghana fo nyina agi tu mu say, abana no ho no de ono LGBTQ no supporto. Enti yemfa kwa bi yemfa so be gu nani ma se de enye. And menua say, wa ye nyine no o say adia, eye easy o, but o kra na very difficult. Na nyemba e ba bonti nyina ba say John Mahama president ebedi president no ene omo actions are omo eye ne sisi under the DPP say they scam Ghanaians to power. That's what they did. Ma menka men ready ade kakra bi a Richard Sky atro kakra bi
we are no about Blekumana.
This is not consistency. It is cowardice. It reveals a regime caught between international expectations and the ghost of its own populist manipulation. The ascension, far from being a principled stand, exposes the deep contradiction between Ghana's global diplomacy and its diplomatic political theater. The NDC for you that I say, Omufi said, Sebu Kafrata Ghana for Yina, Sebu Yageneno, I. That's what they think. And yes, Kasa, some we are a Richardski, who is the Okano or modern Senaco court. And the other issues here, shall say, by Samuel could get too quickly, or the minimum the president grant that to keep no by Ogu by no nimas and no mining now, and I'm also in the passport to crowd a visa crowd people US 5 years growing your beam. Okay, no more different thing altogether. And Yama or more kind of opposition, and if you say, I mean, Wako international, I mean, you can minimum, but you soon identity or test near Manase, but if you are smart, I will hear it. What you say, pa? The Etienne say, Yako international. Memphis on international negotiations. Many are the other 2 tables. Yet the better no. The Etienne say, yes, Kofini, Amani, Ibaho, was him in Pekofi and Palma. And Ojina Bonte, what don't say Google. Now the old catch in fear and sana, yet 2 about the mound, dear no catch. And Tidipana, I didn't know was the only negotiations about gay rights and why now, oh, few honor, Opesa, you know. Kasesa had no crown and never one, ye cranny and pay. And this our Kodia. The engineer say sign cost support to say ye ko fo obi aba no. Ye Ghana ye mra ye culture everything. Already even the constitution na ye wo kra no mamu and support us game you know. Enti mra na ye press ye kwa me medwo hana me ntiase. Already we have lost to deal with those issues. But populism and ye ya na ye do abi agree. Enti nsama ye kan opposition no and na ye DJ jo ne say. Enti say obi a wo fi say o boss Yakob bi Côte d'Ivoire for, but it's not Côte d'Ivoire for 2 TI.
Togo, Kenya,
Togo for 2 TI, Nigeria for 2 TI.
Nigeria.
All these countries here, you know, more share borders, you know. And now more cars over support around 20 something nations almost to support to it. In Ghana for my young stand as president. And the Waban, my young stand and Yamam Union, your support to Anasi and support to what's ever there, Menkasa and Ojina Bonte. That means you don't have the boss. And you never believe in what you preach in opposition. Let us know. Oh, opposition now one day now we say, oh Ghana for ye constitution cry. And say ye pay baku mienu miensa dia ye the way ye ko. This has nothing to do with non-aligned movement, international treaties, and all those kind of things.
Abekuma.
Mesre. Sadden and this for ye. Me pese Ghana for you to say almost come ye. Na me pe the voice of conscience. A soft one almost support to omo. No mujina me pese kwasi da ebe Kofi Oduro preach e wona asori na minti asem obeka kira aban no e wo sa na ema we ho all other asofo no nyina na no mo fi say MPP aban ene omo ani die because Akufo Addo nsan ya nem so nti omo to abati ya no. This is the kind of people we voted for and nothing more, nothing else.
Ablikuma
When you Ablikuma about we ye kwa kudi e chira koto ayede Electoral Commission for no, to be honest, the Amma or Moyen but I'm surprised that they are quiet. The Electoral Commission for nobody seems to talk. And Kasabre Abu issue statement here by him say Dr. Srebwa Mone, Boss Maimo, no more Kahon, Yano Komota Kasakasa, no more chechim near Tiase. But we buy no, they are quiet. Into the this year, the CA in say, more ye Ade Akye Ghana for free say, and na Emrama Mokwanse Munye. Na a leader of a political party at threaten mo say Kwambiaso esi yi mu flow because we are not fit for purpose. So fit for purpose no me could we adjust from poko me share any full video no mo kan. That's what he said. But Ghana will be mpe wasam o sa na wachi aneto. Sa netie. That's not what he said.
Okay say.
Do okay any say pe if as mention bi say say enam say the akoso sisi no obe support to asi edum ketia stand na on pese o munyi electoral commissioners in free ho because o mo adwuma o mo yenso ani no so per the akoso sisi ya no it became very difficult for him. So Obeka say or go for the asidum ketia this and that, but he needs an explanation because the akoso no he doesn't get it. Into no I'm making any definite he say fit for purpose. So any your man kaso obasema I listened to it live. Enti yakọ elections aba yekoto ye no ye nyina ye nim say me no he ye politicians dey duru ba bia me ya me nye that kind of politics no but ye na say obo de ba na ya yi bi obia ni omanmu a oye politician a obeka cho say polling stations all the constituencies to the regional level on the figures ho political party we ka say on the politics na say and on nim elections and say man ko bi we all have our resource and this for more Abdulkumanov. They have it. They know they lost it. Show of power. And on person opportunity. Na the ekosu yi me da bia na meka say omo ana emre bia atwam a ya na yete omo nka na omo kasa ni do enne omo ayedi no aboja bunu bo a kwabna Omanhene Yaw nya ba akofo na sofa o sa president we aye setting ne no say NDC for na we know say ye enko elections na wa Abdulkumanov no ya my point clear and right call ma me call to the injunction court no say there be yema electoral commission for renew omadwuma na mu no say ba say court case na ma me na file na kasa say injunction no that but there wa file is here say ko ba say udibema there is an avenue to cure enti yema mu enti na ama omko isi omko akoye elections no but some of us are crying for the future. Sisi Ade Akye say ye koto aba na onim say what collect to the me constituency ebra ye wie ya ansa ye kɔ coalition center ho no a ye collate results no na ye nim sɛ ya wene ya quality e bibia ko nti ebra ye kɔ coalition center ne ye kura scan pin sheet because the party instructed they say ye coalition na ye ni ofie no wo collate e bia scan it into scan straight e kɔ party headquarters. And NDC cannot tell me say they didn't do this as a serious political party as NDC. So they know na nipa omo man mu nyina na omo adwi mu da ho omo ni say they know say NDC lost that elections. Say if you say NDC win that elections you Omanhene Yaw. And NDC for better say nka even say polling stations 9 no not initially no more fighting for 30 something no. Nko mbeka say ye konkoto saba. Na akoye Bible mu. E ma mi nu a na omo ba na akola no ba ko maame no koda ne de so agukum no Solomon story no ena omode ko se ena Solomon se sa na tie a mo ji akinye de a yentwa akola na ote ase no ne yemfa fama we maame na akola ne yende ya no o se da bi mo mfa no ma no na se e bi akola no nyini kura mechi na so ma no de na enyere de na ojo se yempaim that is the chorus NDC is singing yankoto because minia obia ofaka eko ablekuma north from central region, from eastern region, from Ashanti region no do you expect that person say say 9 police station one sign faka go press up akotwa 19 police one sign go nkran akotwa ba onko politicians do say to aba difficult the challenges you know say obi ha o obetimi afro honorable mi wo Kumasi bet me to ma ba wo Gunosua primary school enti mi ntumi ma medan ba oh ma men send o TNT and then what the send this TNT na many parents on to Sabana. It doesn't make sense. NDC lost the seat na omo de takashi because they have power and omo ye de omo ye no na amanfo aka omo anu atum ne ye hwe omo and this thing I am assuring you say me constituency 2008 NC hoda 2028 I have started mobilizing my people na me hu say me lusu we also go there
Ulusu
oh yeah na me when am ko say na there the olusu on say no now pink sheets no na you am say no he for na say no NDC people in t-shirts Sam George mu na no mu leadi and no who basintele the oye and that guy I'm telling him say he should be very careful. We should give time some time.
I don't know there.
Wakofa moto and the work courses was in 55k
5k
women and 5k women who display mko Ablekuma North nra. He said he put it on his Facebook and ran up and say about 3 o'clock was somewhere in Asia and lo and behold that is what he did. Security for my women, nobody is talking to that boy because they are in power. Said they comfort nankwedu anka nsem no anka comfort nsem. We should be very careful the way we are doing politics in this country because this country belongs to all of us. And this is one when the power and show of power. Now we should give time some time.
All right, my Brown. Yes.
Now, is that the honorable Obisu motor?
Na moto na wuki no do re koye. David say what is that question? Moto no go to wo to nkoye sa de.
Nyabetere.
Do di kan
Basindelo sha say twi ni moto nya ne.
Na me ka say moto ba ko do ko gina ho.
What video mani twi ni moto.
Ara wa bi
moto moto ayo ya. Omanhene.
Yes.
You see honorable nya ne first am ameni na hia. Etenhia wo other networks so. Mi ankasa me brother. Na ya me tan ka kire ne se sam fidie ya yehia so aye ka se no enya amanyosem kwan na ya ayeye me aya na me tena fidie so so esa ya me botan se me kire Omanhene ma so atia Omanhene international relations one of me areas school ama konyo ma masu nyina international relations ya riba ko eduma ko ten pe yi enti me san so kire me kire nso say we be am international relations. Honorable asebu haya munya propaganda na ye nkire. Omanhene da na yeka. Yes, on Monday 7th July 2025 Ghana abstained from the Human Rights Commission vote on the renewal on the renewal of the mandate of the independent experts on protection against violence and discrimination based on sexual orientation and gender identity. And the vote no a course of Human Rights Council no. Ne bota nyina ne say
independent expert na adwuma bɔ wo mo a omo different sexual orientation ho ban no ye ma ne ntoa na adwuma so ana se emema no ntoa so vote no anka se oman be na o support LGBTI ana se oman be na on support. That was not the basis of the vote. But also at
okay.
And the honorable, wow, unsemi ya wakanya. Say exams na yetro anko what deviate to crowd. The question before the council was the question before the council was whether persons who identify as LGBTQI should be protected against violence and discrimination or not. And this will be a LGBTQI organ ha. Na Asian Chromia per se a born ma. Yam peniso anase me yam peniso. Say yam peniso dia anase ya be peniso dia. Na independent expert no ontimi into an adwuma because na adwuma no ne botan eno no. Say yam peniso dia ene na independent expert no betimi ahyanse. Omawe yam botan ni say obi a oye LGBTIQ ni yensi na bo ana. Ghana your position is a yam practice saade. Say ye chinwa me pato me ba. Say ye chinwa ehfa ne emfa ne nko. Court and police station yen go see na bo. Into honorable me say one kind in some no na o pass o comment. With the greatest respect to you. One kind me pato o time no man kasa. O time no man kasa. So clearly obi a on to an adwuma so no obi a on to an adwuma so yes yen fa yen ho. Eno no MPP for musimu ko apa mo nte ase. Na honorable won sem aya na o kan bebre na nya hanko na wo ka. Ena NDC for us come Ghana for eno keka. Say woji pensioners sika. Na omu hia omu sika na ase oman e ka dokro yen. De entimi ntua pension for sika mo omo. Na bi ni mu yare no omu wuwu a Ghana for beto abama. Ghana for nto abama. Say wo fa sika $58 million e ko tu amra. Say wo de yen national cathedral. Ghana for nto abama. E wa bra ya wo ada pressing needs ya. Ghana for nto abama. So okay say national cathedral no what the private sika na ekosi na wi as your for Ghana for sika this year Ghana for nto abama and no bians come on Ghana for ya to aba we egusumi nsia ni me say honorable wudi ya pa because by this and our power God has so the land cruiser ni and wudi ya bebre yes me go wudi ya bebre and any has come here so Ghana for you see Ghanaians are not so gullible. Ghanaians are people who are able to choose between right and wrong. Ghana for nyankwasiafo. Obi antimi na ada Ghana for da. Ghana for hu say maban ni nya na omoto abete obi aska mo. Rated sky. You see, Omanhene, that is the hypocrisy. Bra parliament pass anti-gay bill no. Dia nemrani kan say ye pass bill ni wi a ekọ omanpanyin ho. No omanpanyin no asent. Na bayemra. Na aba bayemra. So man penyin say won asenti a e was say oma parliament reasons within 30 days the entia one person will be sign mara no sign fanko parliament in consultation with the council of state. This is what article 166 of the 1992 constitution says. Ya passing brand new any there no man penyin ku for the year e ko do no even 2 days before a court case in the paper so na ku for announce say obi e dey asem na kokko titi ontimi nsan sa na mra ne ka enye sa na mra ne ka enti rich sky ya and the watchra dey honorable akan no be say wa hai wono no odane no hu trojan horse a and before you soon no a obodi tuntwan sa mra no kwam se ne be ya go for once and he was used as a trojan horse and that guy is a hypocrite without more. I am saying it here without any fear or favor. Rich sky is a hypocrite because on no this asem na dey echo court say some rani tieti ankofo fa hodi court in yan so obema president aside but na nya president no na dwuma ne so obetwentwen bill no so enti ona body america ne say e ma ne ma e da ne ma ne da ne before na mfo aso na modi mu ntintima na ya de a mfo aso gasi paye wo se ntimfo do no ka o ma sponsor bill no e kire ma na anyi ne ho amfiri e kire ofiri mu o de no ko ka ho se ne be yankofo be ka se MPP fo so support but I didn't want to no money free records be entin for you are another hypocrite ya gini dey enye oh Omanhene me ma say no play me say entin for you MP for Asin South why hypocrite we nya atom ya gini dey enye because omu nyina sa de enu om support
Nana Akufo-Addo ne Al Jazeera aye interview no. Ye busa na LGBTQ ho ase Monty Asimokan. Asio coalition bi na enya moabo no na coalition no boabo no ho a it is bound to happen.
Debbie Beba
Asa de ne yabati atumi ebesi. Akufo-Addo kan and I want. You heard it.
I will get more opportunity.
So man panyini kasa asemiya. Man panyini kasa a policy. And you can Article 58 of the 1992 Constitution. It is not for nothing that the president becomes an executive president. A president spews out policy. I say it is bound to happen. What is that your mama can be sad? Now, Diana, a prime minister was answering Omanhene very simple. You see, Abanya Bapawa, Busumi Insia. 6 months. And sometimes I send people for 6 months and I attend their mamma. And you hear that. I bring a Marco 9 and Beba to a baby. And you walk quench. I bring a Marco 9.
Ye Jabba, I can't
9. 6 months. Yes, come here. Some George, the Minister for Communications. What's your American LGBTIQ once? And so some abstention you cry some George and we complaining. You can check. And they are no pay. We complain also on TSC Ghana abstaining and on there. Go back to know. If like you can check.
Okay.
The American United say mine. The American United say simple. Me say about way 4 years.
Oh, Bronya 9.
Bronya Marco 9. Into one ramble, Yakubo Besha, Ubeni Nache, Ubedi Bronya 9. As Abami, I say, William was I could deny.
And more Bronya watching. More
Predodo. I say, Kramaya Yasanon. Who chan. And Munya, whatever the mind the American say.
Finally, that'll be big.
Oman Penny John, the man, Mahamani and this. A money made and Yadia Bami Befos. Obi say, or say, I then I know certificate of agency. Be honorable. Bills are the court parliament. Yeah, certificate of agency no. And yet what type of bills and many and committed. And yes, I'll be with you. For instance, Omanhene man want to pick an example. You have say impose tax. If you have say increasing VAT, a one item bill. Yeah. Yet trans yes, you hear I said and I do 1 CD, but 2 weeks. You hear be a consultation across the country and Sanaya is added. Sabi no within a day or two with the parliament under a state of agency. But and yet a whole complete bill. A lot of unkrabata
consultations and
yes,
stakeholders.
I don't know what they call certificate of agency. And your bill, Papa, Ubenya problem. Now I can't gold board there. We are aware, say gold board buy, you know. Or my year a couple of consultations. And then put a bill get wow. Only for gold board. And you put on which year Jesus. But just what I say. It is okay say I there and there. Young fan called parliament. Now more than LGBT I don't. My by one passing.
All right, that's a question.
I don't know for money.
Honorable Mami
Yaw. How is that? We say, honorable, you go explain tire.
Let's
You go explain tire. Casa the Ghana for it now. What can I say?
How do you determine?
Look, Minya here. Emra, ye come once a honorable person or the technicalities in the government communication. Papa.
Information boo on baby online.
Now information on decoding kakakura. Okay, you see LGBT wamraya minu yaka ho ase no pese wo ye ho adwuma. Emra do se ye dikan pass that dawo. Say one MP no ka ho ase.
Yeah. O say
how many no?
Oh no, open say
me ma o kwai.
Yeah, Enti emra ye dikan dia ko both MPP and DC na stakeholder engagement okay ya hiri nyina wi.
Na mra na mo kan.
Enti senka wa basisi a na opese commitment no opese o gituma. Mini ankanya afi ni yesa ko stakeholder engagement bia bi mu. Emra no eti se de na no yi de mo akofa ba bo si 24-hour economy. Ghana beyond a document. Na mutu akire na mutu animu. ɛna mo de new cover page abɛhyɛ no mu ne akyiri ɛna mo atwere akyiri 24-hour economy
this is low
ɛna mo de abeto fence ho ɛna mo se Ghana for yɛn friend 24-hour economy if 24-hour economy na if you say be run a trade shift no now that's not what we are seeing enti enu bi na nka CSM wo ye enti amra se president wo say o ye committed asɛ nneɛma ogina sɔre dem a me ye SDM me ye Assemblies of God ni me gi we to me just to play on the keyboard of the people for vote ya o ye no en kan na me hu senka we ye se akoye stakeholder engagement bia okoye wo hefa na o san ko ji omo enti asofo ne nkramofo a yesi omo no gise ye se akospend discuss an ko shi omo bi ase e mra fofo enti me nua no de ye mfa nto nchen look me nua ya na o ye fence say waka se bia ade no e bia honorable wan kan na de be ne that o kan sa se me bi wo yi me ka jo say ya menu su sa voice no me nua I read a lot ebi wo kra me da me sori anopako na me tipai me I read a lot. I've been doing a lot of reading. TV and I'm internet radio and TV. Minim the America. A strategy more adapted say yenye to say there because you see I am internet maker say me minimum background and in international relations no betrasing cassette to say okuja to social media miniana I don't know social media sir. Obody be high I said yes it's a position here DB ma na bo asiamo na mu yi sa nkofu fi wona ombe ha ya adwendo do enti se de okotere social media na ochocho nema na woni senator bi at US na woni no back and forth enti wo yesa nema na ugu o ma na nyina ni ma se enti sa LGBT no de o mo ya o ma adwen se de o mo kan opposition no that's not what they are going to do and na twetwere o mo bo and o mo ye de o mo ye no menua ye wo ayi ye friends o se me obronya be se nan oh na bronya menua wodi bronya se nya adeketo
let me say bronya ma kwa enya my cry no se mo pri
wa hu your friend say omo maame na oye free zones wa hu ni video bi na anti for
asem bi a waka no
o kisu lady ya no so ba umia office a okoton ba umia o de adi post ni sa maame na se won kan to say we were so desperate for power ko tie video no wono when now go for Abeka say you were so desperate in opposition for power no so you needed
it was out of their desperation to save Ghana.
Save which Ghana?
Yes, they are so desperate to save the nation.
Enti was save Ghana no to me now open na V8 now na bo say Abia nka ese meeting no say eno na na omo titi V8 no enti omo na omo tena se omo se o ye wa ban mu nti unu se convoy ekrekwa ko twa ni nyina video twa pictures na fabra no and now what the car and my car no cry unregistered. Ya omo team and now ya no omo pe no. Oh me na
about your time also.
Yeah mo.
Yo herbal lotion. Instant body and joint pain reliever. Unya yoma eboa ema wo ho eto wo neck say wo con neck pain, headache, cramps, abdominal cramps, wo bones na wa yase joint pain, bodily pains. Unya yoma ye ne simple ye de twitwi say obi enya stroke no da ho no na ne hututu no arthritis migraine omoma so say na utifa asoroben unya yom herbal lotion you are good to go ye ne prekope udi twitwi eno ano no Colinac Freddy Mens Apidank Misty bebia obenya bi fre 0244 730 295 0244 730 295 and 0302 945 146. One more SOS name. Happy birthday to Evangelist Emmanuel. Today is your birthday. And then Dennis and Chibo Siako of Fidelity Bank. So I'm a branch from Victoria and the entire finance team of Liberty Conference. Dennis and Chibo Siako, happy birthday to you. Medda, may both honorables are say. Former MC Simienua. I love them. Omo bani edidin komo so ahun say omo de nimde eni nyansa ne kasa. Honorable Andrews Bedia former MC German South Honorable Yadase. Honorable Ambrose Amoshia the man of documents. Kogubaku Junior. Abade West. I was here for yɛde mbɛsi ano mo ɛmba bɛtena se no ato adwumadeɛ no so yɛda wase pii